Yeah, you gotta sway your spy masters. Look at that. I didn't even have to pay this woman. Oh, hang on. The Pope is here. What do you want? Good morning, everyone. Dave from the wee hours here, back with some more Crusader Kings III, where, of course, it is a period of mourning for Crew. We have lost Guardia, our steward, our most trusted council member, a national hero to Crew, and although the game did not designate it as such, a man that I called my friend. Now, as a nation, we have come together in sadness, and I think it's time that we take a moment to come together and remember the man that was Guardia. Guardia, you are my guest, right? Tell me about yourself. You've got a slammin' stewardship, though. Stewardship of 17. Why are you in the army? You should be an accountant. There you go. That says steward. That says somebody who's in charge of the money around here. Oh my goodness, we just got 85 gold. Guardia, you are my favorite person in the world right now. But somehow, Guardia, I am going to reward you in some way. Oh, is this going to come down between Guardia and Lampshade? Because I kind of love you both equally. Guardia has come up with 170 gold in under a year. You, Guardia, you are absolutely positively 100% my favorite person on the planet right now. You assaulted Guardia. Knowing how I felt about Guardia. You've come up with so much money for me. So much money. Just random lots of money. You've been nothing but a stellar council member. Oh, also my 16-year-old daughter died, and my son is a belligerent, out-of-control, impotent adulterer, but mostly it's about Guardia. Now, Guardia had a son, Tepo, and we had given, as a very obvious reward to such a trusted servant of Crew, we had given Guardia control of Lobo, one of our territories, one of our counties, and his son has, of course, inherited that now. Tepo, you are now in control of the chiefdom of Lobo. The problem is, Tepo, you're broadly terrible at everything. I'd really like to get that title back, if I could. It's not personal. I loved your father like a brother and a son all at the same time. But if it's not Guardia, it's definitely not you. Now, unfortunately, I can't revoke your title because I don't have high tribal authority yet. That is going to be a little ways down the authority line here. Right now, we only have disparate tribes, then we can go to limited tribal authority, and then we can go to high tribal authority. We've got a ways to go on that. We'll work on it, try and get this title off of you. There's other ways I could go about that, Tepo. I want you to be aware of that. I am, in fact, your primary heir because no one else is. And if you were less alive, perhaps following in your father's footsteps of mortality, I would, of course, regain control of Lobo. I'm going to have a think about that, Tepo. I don't have anything personal against you, but we all know I've murdered plenty of people that I didn't have anything personally against. Now, people that I do have something personally against is Nana Dolo here of Wenyan. You have been often a thorn in my side, and I'd really like to have your territory. I've got Grebo, I only need Wenyan for the matching set up here. But you have got an army that is not insignificant at all. Now, you are in control of what? Bassa, which is up here. This bit is, show me Bassa. Yeah, you've got all of Bassa and the chiefdom of Wenyan. Okay, who's in charge of the other bits of Bassa then? Now, this is the chiefdom of Nuon, which is also part of the duchy of Bassa. Okay, I wonder what would happen if I started taking out the people who have the minor territories up here. My goal being to kind of break up his army. But no, someone else would just inherit it and he'd still be in charge. You have the chiefdom of Bassa. Yeah, that's a county though. Hang on. What do you have? And who's in charge of Bassa as a whole? Okay, Yark Paolo, you're in charge of Bassa as a whole. And that goes down to Dolo here, who is of Bassa, but you're actually only in charge of the chiefdom of Bassa, not the Duchy of Bassa, which you are in charge of. It's very, very complicated around this part of the world. I'm going to broadly, kind of vaguely... hello, hi, I'll be with you in a second, Secret Exposed. I'm going to come back to you, Nana Dolo. I'm going to come back to you in a little bit, because I can't take you on right now. Your army is too beefy. And I think we're kind of fresh out of friends right now. We've lost some alliances due to, well, the death of my 16-year-old daughter, for one. And I believe one of our other alliance members passed away. So I'm going to have to check out our alliances in a sec. What's going on? Nana Lampshade has brought forward undeniable evidence that my grandmother Mardia was fathered by none other than him. Yeah, I know. We all know this. Lampshade, everybody in crew knows you are an out-of-control, belligerent, impotent adulterer, yet you've managed to father 2 children, despite being impotent. This is old news, Lampshade. This is old news. Who would have known indeed? What happened? Nana Lampshade is the father of Mardia. Yeah, we know this. We know he's an adulterer. He's already an adulterer. Barix is going to lose 60 opinion. Yeah, you're cheating on your wife, man. It's not cool, dude. And Nyaman, we know Nyaman. Nyaman's been the other woman, as it were, against the trait fornicator, and loses 30 opinion of Nana Lampshade. Well, it's, hey, lady, takes 2 to tango. Okay, you crawled into bed with my son. He didn't do that by himself, all right? You share the blame here. Okay, well, that's what's going to happen. We've got to deal with Lampshade. We've got to do something with Lampshade. This can't stand forever. He's bringing down all of crew. I mean, I get it. My wife is a deviant, and I've murdered several people. Sometimes for no reason at all. But adultery is too far, man. We are basically pinning all of our hopes on Pencil Bakwe. Speaking of which, Pencil, that occurs... Hang on, slow it down there, Crusader Kings III. Guardia was your guardian. My most trusted friend was your guardian. And I know, Pencil, you feel the loss maybe even more than I do. But that also does mean you're not being educated right now. And you've only got 3 more years to get educated. Who's going to get the job done? Because Guardia was educating you in stewardship, which is, of course, his strong suit. He was amazing with the gold. Absolutely amazing. I hope he taught you well. But I don't have anyone else who can pick that up. And I can't change that. Can only be changed once, and I've already done that. So you're stuck learning stewardship. But I don't really have any other stewards at all. Wella is my top choice, rocking a stewardship of 6. In fact, the best choice is, in fact, me. And in the absence of Guardia, there really is nobody else who should be taking care of you but me. He's the only other person I trusted. So I'm going to take care of you, Pencil. We are pinning all the hopes of crew on you. All right, I do still have the alliance I set up with this guy, marrying off my youngest daughter to, I don't know, somebody in his court. I don't really remember, but somebody. Keychain. I'm sorry, Keychain, like your sister, I don't actually think much about you. Coaster, I'm very, very sorry that you died. Possibly of smallpox, we're not sure. We thought you beat it, but then you just died. So you died of something. Now, Keychain, you are betrothed to Ezudu, Jukun. And anyway, it's an alliance. So you are this guy's grandson or son. I'm not 100% on that. And this guy's got an insane army. So we're really banking on that alliance in the future. Okay, turn things back on for a sec. What else do I need to attend to around here? I'd really like to look at some infrastructure. I'd like to start beefing things up in terms of our development and getting some more buildings in here. I don't have a ton of money kicking around. And I don't have a ton of prestige either, but I'd like to start moving in that direction. Who's doing what right now, by the way? My Stuart Lugon, you're terrible. I don't even care what you're doing. You're just not Guardia. That's all I'm concerned about. Nana Lampshade, you are, despite my objections. You are actually quite a good diplomat until I can figure out a way to get you out of the family. My Marshal Wella, you're doing control right now. Where are you doing control at the moment? Where are you at? You're doing control in, I don't know. Which control are you in? You know what? It doesn't matter. You're 97.9. That thing's locked down. Oh, I was nowhere near my territory. Haha. Let's do control in, actually, crew itself. We're taking a little bit of a hit there. What is our control in crew? 65. Yeah. Ooh, pedagogy kicked off. Oh, I do like that perk. You just boosted your diplomacy just because I'm your dad. And now we're friends. I'm telling you, Pencil. Hopes and dreams of crew are resting on you. My next concern is going to be Miata, my ridiculous spy master. She's so good. She's so good. But she's very old. She's 62, and her health is failing. Her health is poor right now. I need to start thinking of a backup spy master. I'm not going to replace you, Miata, but if I did, is there anyone in my court who might be good at it? Lampshade. Of course. Of course it would be Lampshade. Why wouldn't it? Oh, a thing is happening. Hang on. Possibly Lugon, maybe. We'll have a look at that. Maybe we've got some unmarried folks we could marry off for a good spy master. What's your problem, Lerpu? You've been around my court for ages. You just keep filling positions. You used to be my spy master. Now you're my shaman. All right, so we're trying to impress Lerpu here. Often quoting passages from sacred stories. Which passage am I going to quote to kind of win her over? Well, what are you like? What's your deal? You're paranoid, you're callous, and you're gluttonous. Is there a passage about partying? Because I think that might be your thing. It's not fairness, it's not compassion, and it's not contentedness. Neither of those are appropriate. None of those are appropriate. I mean, I suppose if you're callous, you're broadly content. I guess, in that you don't care. I'm gonna shoot for contentedness and hope for the best. Are there any other traits? You're a fornicator. Yeah, we know that about you. I could technically imprison you for that, but I just don't care. You're hale, all right. And you're a conscientious scribe. I'm going to shoot for contentedness and, I don't know, see what happens. Oh, I don't think I have a doctor either, speaking of health. Oh, hi, Lerpu, you're back. Those are not the words of Nyame. Okay, yeah, you didn't have any good options, Lerpu. Honestly, you didn't really have any good options there. I should shoot for a doctor. So let's put out the call for a doctor, please. What else could I be doing these days? Could go on a pilgrimage. I would like to boost my spiritual nature, what with all the murders that I've been doing and all. I could host a feast. Not a bad idea. I don't have no stress. I'm not surprised. Crew is just hemorrhaging talented people. Oh god, what? Oh, it's just, okay, honoring an alliance to you. I thought somebody was declaring war on me. The conquest of the High Chiefdom of Katsina. Broadly, sure. Yeah, I can't see any specific reason not to do that. Yeah, we'll get in on that. So Katsina's kind of up here-ish. Okay, and there's a war target right there. Well, sure, let's go ahead and raise the armies. I mean, no reason not to. We'll get in on that. Wella's commanding, that's fine. That's broadly okay. And then let's swing on back up to... Where did Katsina go? Katsina, there you are. Hi! We're coming to... I'm going to broadly say attack you, but mostly I'm just kind of turning up for giggles. Alright, candidates for court physician, Anum and Welgi. Well, tell me about yourself, kids. You are an eager reveler, right? That's not super doctory. You're a rough terrain expert. Would you like a career in the military? Because you're much better suited for that with a 22 Marshal. I don't really want you as my doctor. I wouldn't mind having you as my Marshal, though. Can I just recruit you to court and not... I can't... Oh. Wait, you won't come? Why? Why won't you come to court? What's your problem? What is your base reluctance minus 50? Okay, is there anything else I could try and sway you? I'm going to try and sway you. Because I would not mind if you were my Marshal. You're actually better than Wella. You don't have quite as many good traits as Wella. But you're solid as a rock. How about Welgie here? What's your deal? You're, oh dear, you were born out of wedlock. Hey, happens to the best of us, even in royal families. You are hale, and you're a military engineer and a tough soldier. Well, your marshal is terrible, though. Okay, you're not awful. You're chaste, you're fickle, and you're compassionate. And you're coming in with an 8 learning. What was your learning? A 10. Okay. Neither of you are particularly good. I would like to keep Anum around as a potential marshal. Or at least a knight or something. Yeah, I'm gonna, both of them do indeed fail to impress me, but I suppose I should have somebody. I guess somebody is better than nobody, right? Yep, good decisions being made in the chiefdom of Crew right now. I'm gonna take the physician who's less talented and make them my doctor, in the hopes that the more talented doctor can join the army. This seems a perfectly acceptable path of events here. Okay, there's an enemy ally joining the war there. That's basically okay. I'm just showing up to put in a good show, more than anything. And, let our allies know that we are indeed on their side. I'm not actually going there to try and do anything. In fact, I'm pretty convinced the war's going to be over by the time I get there. Oh, and we've got another ally on our side. Okay, good. It's the Battle of the 5 Armies up in Katsina. I mean, I say I'm showing up just to put on a good show for our allies, but we are hemorrhaging money doing this. We can't keep this up forever. There may be a point where we just turn around and go home and say, sorry guys, we can't afford to fight with you. What is the game trying to tell me these days? What's going on? Alright, I know I can declare wars, we know that. We can imprison criminals, one of whom is my own son. Alright, game, I'm going to tell you right now, I care very deeply that Nana Lampshade is an adulterer. I really don't care about Lurpu and Lugon, they can go away. So we'll keep that active, I'm just going to keep that on the table. It's not my preferred method of dealing with the Lampshade, but it's an idea. Which powerful vassal thinks he wants to sit on my council? Oh, yeah, Guardia's son. Yeah, not surprised. I'm not impressed with you, Tepo. I talked a lot with Guardia. He and I shared many late evenings by the fire, drinking whatever popular beverage is popular here in Crew, and laughing and commiserating over our sons. Neither of us were impressed with our sons. Lampshade on my side, and you, Tepo. I don't want you to really take this personally, but your dad was not a fan. Not a fan. I don't know how you can not take that personally, but your dad was as equally disappointed in you as I am in Lampshade. So you'd like a position on my council, would you? The thing is, you're not actually terribly good at anything, are you? I would put you in as steward, but you're actually even worse than Lugon. Hang on. Tepo, I'm going to come back to you someday, soon. What is going... I see Alliance expired. Oh, this guy died. Right, that's... Kind of should have saw that one coming. Wait, are we not in that war anymore? If that war was dependent on him, are we not in the war? Who are we at war with now, then? Oh, Wella died. Wella died. I was trying to figure out who we're at war with, but Wella just passed away. Oh, that was my marshal. I liked you. Go away. That's not what I want to look at. Slow it down there. Well, this would be an even better time to get that guy on side. Who was he again? Ibrahim. I'm going to keep your resume on file. All right. I think we might actually have a better contender, though. In fact, we've got a couple. Nimine would not be completely shabby. What are your traits? You're one-legged. That's not a trait, dude. That's an affliction. Skilled tactician. Okay. That's pretty good. You're a rough terrain expert. You're an aggressive attacker. And you're a holy warrior. Oh, Nimine, I like you. You've got a lot of good commanding traits there. 16 martial. Show me that other guy, though. I think he might have left. He might have left. I think we're still swaying him, but he might have left. I should also think about Togba, because, he bathes in the blood of his enemies. And I've got all this enemy blood kicking around the court. Somebody should be using it. So you're coming in with a 16. And Nimine's coming in with a 16. Togba, you only have the aggressive attacker thing. Blood of your enemies and all that. Nimine's got a lot of other good traits. But that doesn't really... You have the same martial skill, which is really what's the important part. Nimine can be a commander on the field and use all those traits. I'm putting Togba in for sentimental reasons. because it's Togba. He bathes in the blood of his enemies. He's kind of been our guy who bathes in the blood of his enemies for ages. Togba, you are going to be my marshal. And we got a new lifestyle perk here, learning lifestyle. Well, I'm glad I went with pedagogy. I do like that one. Again, I'm probably mispronouncing it, but that's how I plan to pronounce it. I was going to keep shooting down theologian. There's some really good stuff out here. I really haven't done anything at all with our religion. In fact, I should take a look at that. I should figure out what religion we are. I have no idea. But here's my thought, and I thought about this after the death of Guardia and the issues with Lampshade. I assumed in Crusader Kings III that I was just going to peacefully pass on whatever small kingdom I had created to Lampshade and move on and be Lampshade, but Lampshade's got problems, and I am not comfortable leaving crew to Lampshade. The point of this is that I think I need to stay alive longer than I thought. I was planning to just peacefully pass away, but I think I've got more work to do here in crew, so I'm going to go start the health route. Anatomical studies, I should have done that before I hired my physician, rather. But court physician treatments will have better outcomes. That's good. We're going to start the health chain here, because I think I have way more work to do in crew before I can shuffle off my mortal coil. I want to keep the idea of infrastructure. Now, I don't really have a ton of money, especially after Guardia is gone. Boy, he could just come up with huge piles of money at the drop of a hat. I don't really have a lot of prestige, but I want to start building infrastructure. So, say over here in Krawi, kind of our western border over here with Wenyan, and we know we've got problems with Wenyan. I still haven't figured out who I'm at war with, but apparently there's another enemy ally. I'm sure it'll all be fine. Oh, we won a battle. Wait, where did I win a battle? What was I doing? My commander, where are you? What are we doing these days? Yeah, you go away. Oh yeah, look at us, we're doing a thing. Yay! Oh, we're losing horribly. I have no commander. Why do I have no commander? I didn't appoint anyone. That's why, Dave. Okay, I'm sure this will all be fine. It'll be delightful. We're losing horribly, aren't we? We're gonna just tank this out. Yeah, okay. I think after this we're just gonna go home. Togba died? Togba? Oh god, I'm just hemorrhaging council members now. Togba, you bathed in the blood of your enemies. What am I gonna do with all this enemy blood now? I've got vats of it, man. Okay, well, I guess it is gonna be Nimine then. I don't suppose you, oh, you also bathe in the blood of your enemies. Okay, good. Good, because I've got tons of it, dude. So Nimine, that's all yours now. It's down in the cellar. Grab it whenever you, feel the need to do that. Nimine, you're in charge. Oh, Forke was wounded. I deeply regret this war. Oh, Nana Tepo was maimed. Oh, I'm okay with that. That would be just fine. That would solve a problem, actually, if you wanted to, go ahead and get killed in battle. Yeah. I might have an unintentional solution for the Tepo problem. No, guys. We're gonna hang out up here and fight more. Well, I will at least give them the dignity of appointing a commander. So, Tepo, would you be more likely to die if you were in charge of the army? I figure you probably would. No, I want to appoint Tepo. You're okay. Maybe we can't because we're retreating. It's probably because we're retreating. I could be wrong about that. There's things happening here. My court physician has gained knowledge. Oh, great! Now you're actually a doctor. Super, great. And useless census is what? So, oh no, Anum's been swayed. Good, where are you? You're in Bubo. Okay, lots of things are happening. Another ally has joined the war. Oh, Lord Lampshade, what have you done now? You've had another child with Nyaman. Marry the woman. Divorce Barixa. At least be decent about it, man. Oh, the truth is out. Okay, everyone knows. Everyone knew anyway, Lampshade. Shame I feel with you. I was telling people. I want you to know that. I didn't even keep that a secret. I'd pass by citizens of the street. I'd tell them about you. I'd bemoan my firstborn son. Oh, Lampshade. Alright, one thing at a time here. Anum, I like you. Are you swayed enough to be invited to court? Alright, no, but we're working on it. Okay, we're working on it. The more I sway you, the more... I could just give you a gift, but I really don't want to give up the money. Thank you. You're not that good, Sparky. You actually are with that Marshal of 22. I'm just going to keep swaying you. Eventually we'll cross that threshold, and you will like us enough to come to court. Lampshade, how many kids do you have now? And how many of them are with your wife? So this one here, whose parents are you? Okay, that one's Barixa. That one is Nyaman. That one is Nyaman. And that one is Nyaman. Dude, marry Nyaman. Okay? You've had 3 kids with the other woman and 1 with your wife. Barixa, I am so sorry about this. I am just so sorry. Well, let's run the numbers here, Lampshade. I still can't disinherit you because I don't have the prestige or the renown to do it. I could also perhaps denounce you, but it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really do anything. So I could blackmail you. I could just sort of... Could you... yes, fine, I know. He's had yet another child. Yet another child. I'd get a strong hook on you. And obviously he's going to accept. I don't know why. This is old news, Lampshade. Everyone knows what kind of person you are. If I blackmail you and I have a strong hook, can I finagle that into taking your land back off of you? Because that is my ultimate goal. I want you out. I do not want you in control of anything at all. I don't suppose anyone would like to start a plot against him. Because if you guys want to do a murder plot, I will come on board as an agent. I can't murder my own son. I don't have the trait for that, unfortunately. What do I do with you? What do I do with you? I could blackmail him, get the hook, and that would increase my chance of being able to imprison him. I just don't know if I imprison him if I get his land back. Can you still have Dibri if you're in prison? And my answer is I don't know. I'm going to blackmail my own son. This is what Crusader Kings has reduced me to. I am blackmailing my own son because he's terrible. I'm doing this. I'm absolutely doing this. I am blackmailing you because I want a strong hook on you. Yes, I know. I know it's a strong hook. Now, how does that change the whole imprisoning thing? I want to use my hook. We're up to 86%. Everyone will be fine with this except Lampshade. Notable guest, you say? Okay, slow it down a sec, Crusader Kings III. How notable are you, sir? Oh, I gotta go back to my idea of a backup spy master. I can't let that go by. I've actually got to figure that out. Why do you think you're awesome? You've got a claim on Gola? Okay, I mean, that's cool. I'm pretty sure I can just arbitrarily declare war on them. The game certainly thinks I can. Yeah, that's fine. You go about your business, sir. You're certainly welcome here in Crew. We do have some minor internal matters that we're trying to deal with now. But thank you for stopping by and saying you're awesome. Now, I still can't imprison him because I have disparate tribes. Okay, let's fix 2 things in Crew right now. Let's get that under control to begin with. What's it going to cost me to get limited tribal authority? 232 on the old prestige. Do it. Okay. Yes, I want to do this. Characters can be imprisoned. Fantastic. And then I'm going to work towards high tribal authority. If the imprisonment thing doesn't work out, at that point I can revoke titles. And that's exactly what I want to do. All right. That is step 1 of solving 2 issues here in Crew. The next thing I want to deal with is backup spy master, because Miata, you are 64 years old. So you are basically at death's door right now. I need to figure out something else. Show me everyone in my court, hopefully somebody unmarried. Now, Lugon here, who is not my favorite, if we're honest, I could get you hooked up to Mardia here, who is rocking a 22 intrigue. She's just a peasant, but she's a deceitful, sneaky peasant, and I like that about her. So you're obviously going to accept because I told you to. I'm going to send that proposal. And then I'm going to keep going down the line here. Actually, Pencil, who are you getting married to? Amma. I don't suppose you'd like to walk in with a really, really high intrigue when you're Oh, you actually turned 16. That's as good as you're going to get, is it? Okay, super. Yeah, that's about all I've got in the unmarried field here. Oh, Nimine, you're not married. You're not married. Anyone want to marry Nimine? Yeah, not really. Nimine, you're not popular. I mean, I'll get, just for the sake of getting you married, I'll get you Salamata here. Also a peasant, and not even a very sneaky one. But yeah, go ahead and marry this woman. Why not? You're not a very good spy master, but you won't be a very good spy master. But, backup to a backup is how I'm thinking there. Oh, I did not see that. So Mardia, who I hooked up with Lugon, is actually an acquaintance of Tepo. Now, Tepo, okay, right off the bat, I love your mask. It's the only thing I like about you. I kind of want my character to become disfigured just so I can rock one of those. But you are wounded, and you're disfigured. Okay, the disfigured doesn't hurt your health per se, but wounded does. I also notice you don't have any kids. Is that not going to work out between you guys? You're paranoid, content, and shy. You're not chaste. The disfigured is hurting your fertility. But hey, go talk to Lampshade. He's impotent, and he's had 4 kids. You are wounded, though. Severe health penalty. Severe health penalty. Now, I don't get dread loss and natural dread. If you walked up to me wearing that mask, I would be scared as heck of you. That should be the hugest increase on dread. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just misreading that. But anyone walking in the door with that mask, I'm going to pay attention to them. So, we've got our backup spy master in play. We'll obviously keep Miata for as long as Miata graces us with her mortal presence. And I can now imprison Nana Lampshade. If I fail, he's going to rise up in rebellion with other disgruntled vassals. Now, that might include Tepo. Tepo wants to be on the council. I bet he's a bit disgruntled. Tepo, how do you feel about me? Only a +7. I am kind of working on swaying that other guy. Wouldn't kill me to sway you. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to come and murder you. I just don't want you to come and murder me. I could just take him out. That would just solve the entire Lobo problem right there. No heirs, no nothing. He's got nothing going on. Just for giggles. I'm not going to imprison you today, Lampshade, but it might happen by the end of this episode. I'm not sure yet. Not a pawn. If I put you on court intrigue, and Miata, if I put you on super murder duty, it might be your last act, who knows. And I said we wanted to go ahead. Again, this is Tepo. I loved your father. I have no feelings towards you. If I wanted to murder you, 95%. And that solves all of my problems with Lobo. Do it. Oh, and I didn't even have to bribe anyone. We got an agent right away. Who are you? You're his spy master. Oh, wow. That's why you gotta sway your spy masters, man. Your dad should have taught you that one. I taught him that one. Yeah, you gotta sway your spy masters. Look at that. I didn't even have to pay this woman. Oh, hang on. The Pope is here. What do you want? Oh, it's the Crusades. Okay, the Crusades have started. Okay, well, thank you for popping by, Mr. Pope. Hopefully that will not be a problem to us in the near future. I feel that's going to be very, very far away. Watch them target Crew first. We are a bunch of heathens. Oh, good. The Pope popped by. Now we've swayed Annam again. Is that enough to push you over the edge? No, but we're totally getting there. We're totally getting there. I'm just going to kind of keep that ticking along. Oh, and your wife is dead. Would you like me to hook you up with somebody else? No? Yes? Is your wife not here? So, Lagon, are you dead or not? It's very hard to tell sometimes. How's this war going that we've been in, like, forever? Like, years now. I guess we're technically winning. Where am I? Where's my army these days? Are we still up bumming around up here? Because I was going to kind of use that for the Tepo problem, but I think I've solved that myself. Pencil! Oh, you've come of age. Oh, Daddy has such plans for you, Pencil. Alright, I know, we all miss Guardia. We all miss Guardia. I can see it in your eyes. I know I've spent the last few years educating you, but I can see how much you miss Guardia. I'm really hoping Guardia taught you well. Okay, how did you all shake out here? They grow up so fast, and you gained Midas Touch. Stewardship +8. Pencil? Stewardship +8. Pencil? Guardia is living on in you. Yeah, not too shabby there, Pencil. 16 stewardship. You're pretty meh in everything else, but there's Guardia. There's Guardia's education right there. Oh, it's like Guardia has been born again. Lugon. Yeah, right. Here's the thing. You're terrible, and my son isn't. So, Pencil, you're going to come to work with Daddy and your brother. Nepotism is hardcore a thing, so we're just going to stalk the council with my own children. Speaking of which, I got to come back and look at Keychain. I'm not 100% sure who's educating her. Might go for maybe her as spy master. It's not a terrible idea. Think about that. Anyway, Lugon, you're fired. I'm getting my son in here instead. Pencil, you're in. Yay. Now, Pencil, my immediate thing is to start handing out land like candy, because I'm proud of you and you're on my council, but that's what happened with Lampshade, and we may have to end up imprisoning your brother because I want his land back, and I technically can't murder him. I wouldn't mind it, but I can't. So, Pencil, I'm not going to dole out the land like candy. Prove yourself first. Get some money in. You're actually only like a couple of points shy of what Guardia used to be. Oh, hi, murder. Yeah, we're doing that now. Nasawa, yeah, your own spy master. Dude. Seriously, you gotta sway your spy master. Now, I found old architectural sketches of the castle. There's a tunnel that we can use, and my scheme gains progress. Well, of course we're going to do that. Of course. Miata, could you just stay alive long enough to deal with Tepo? And then we'll do something else. Oh, and Nana Pawn gained major scheming expertise. Intrigue +2. Well, you are a bit of a deviant. It's your hobby. Ah, I love you, Nana Pawn. I've never cheated on you. Even after all those barmaids came on to me, we have had a wonderful, faithful relationship. You know, I say that. Could we do the thing where we romance you? I've never done that. I mean, I could seduce you, but I have feelings for you, Nana Pawn. We never met before we married. Alma is married to Pencil, that's cool. I'm gonna romance my wife. It's about time. Now, this will take me off swaying Anum, but that's fine. We can take a break on that one. We can take a break. Oh, and we've got the alliance because the kids got married. Great. I'll look at that in a sec. There's a lot of tabs going on here. We started a romance scheme. I know that. I want her to remember this day for the rest of her life. Sing a love ballad. No. Nobody needs to hear me sing. It's pretty terrible. Secretly plant a letter. That sounds more like me. Write a love poem. 50-50. Or go with my gut. I'm going to plant a letter. That sounds like something I would do. Yeah, I'm going with that. Declaration of love for Pawn's eyes only. No one else matters. I pour my heart out page after page. Gently place the scroll on her bolster. Waiting is unbearable. While I cannot encourage you, I'm most grateful for your kind words. Pawn, we've been married for like almost 30 years. And you can't encourage me. Wow. You are a tough nut to crack. Alright, you won't resist my charms for long. Okay, get out of that. Get out of that. We've done that. So, Alma, come talk to me. Should probably throw a sway on you at some point. Now, you get me an alliance that I was kind of looking for. So, show me who that is now. Not a lampshade, this guy. Where are you? Oh, I'm sorry, this woman here. Yeah, you're up there. You don't have much of an army. But you have an army. And you're close. You're close by, so you could come by in a pinch. I also noticed your husband has an awesome mask. Unpleasant pleasantries. I'm attending a dance in East Crew to spend time with my wife. I find her stuck in a conversation with Nana Tepo. Oh yeah, he's like gonna be dead momentarily. Momentarily. This is, you know what? This just cements my reason to murder you. You're annoying my wife. Look at her face, Tepo. I would say look at your face, but nobody can look at your face. You got that awesome mask on. It's the only thing I like about you. But yeah, look at her face. Okay, what are my options here? A little distraction, which is an intrigue thing. And the scheme will gain kindness and go up +10. Okay. Or I will take her place, and I don't want to go talk to Nana Tepo. My spy master and his spy master are basically downstairs in a tunnel plotting his murder. And I'll gain chronic headaches. I can't afford the stress. Actually, I should probably organize my own feast or hunt or something. I gotta knock some of that stress down. Can't be good for my health. Or I can just go yell at him. I would form a rivalry with him that will be resolved very quickly, but I'm gonna gain more stress because I'm calm. I'm just gonna go with the easy one and just get the scheme progressed further. Well, the war keeps going on. I should probably pin down where my armies are. They gotta be up here somewhere. We kind of just sort of ignored that whole war thing. I will pull them back if I can put my eyes on them anywhere. I'm sure there's an there I am. What am I doing these days? I don't have a commander, for one thing. Nimine, you're in. Do we want to keep going in this war, kids, or do we just kind of want to go home? We're only vaguely winning at this point. Tell you what I'll go do. I will go kind of defend this place. I'll just go hang out over here and defend that point, because I don't think we've really got what we need to crack into anything going on over here. Although, actually, you kids are doing well. Oh, hang on. No, I'm going to change that plan. I really should pay attention to this, but I don't because I'm obsessed with Lampshade and how to get rid of him. Let's go deal with that. That seems fun. I mean, we're going to suffer horrible attrition, but, you know, we're chipping in. Oh, it's gone very Sherlock Holmes, Agatha Christie around Crusader Kings III. We've got a snake, and we're going to hide it in Tepo's bed. Right, that seems perfectly appropriate. Seems overly complicated, but perfectly appropriate. Apparently the snake has a 95% chance of killing Nana Tepo. Yeah. Go ahead and deal with that. Thank you. Thank you for the snake, whoever gave us that. We've inherited the chiefdom of Lobo because you're dead. Yeah, you're dead. I'm sorry, Tepo. But you know what? Without Guardia, I'm gonna finish his line. You were the last. And now Guardia's legacy is forever gone. We mourn him as a legend in Crew. As a legend in Crew. And that is probably an excellent place to call it on Crusader Kings III for today. Lot going on. Lot going on around here. And it's only going to get more complicated from here. I feel I need to stay alive. This is my thought right now. I need to stay healthy. I need to stay alive. I do not think my work in Crew is even close to done before I can pass this off to Pencil. And it will be Pencil if I have my say. We're dealing with Lampshade one way or another. We've started. We've made a move on that. We're going to start to deal with our wayward son and hopefully move everything over to Pencil. But we'll pick up some more Crusader Kings III next time. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. I'm just going to keep shooting Hildegrad until she goes away, which is my response to most nuns, really. Robot, how do we rescue you? I don't know how to rescue you. I'm also not sure I ever knew you were a woman. This isn't personal, actually. I don't know any of you. I'm Space Commander Awesome, and I'm having a weird kind of day here. Were you playing with the dead guy's zither? That sounded so much better in my head than when it came out of my mouth.